Today is Tuesday, and they have a special deal at our movie theater here on Tuesdays. And we haven't been to a movie since Emma was born, and Cody was really sad because we haven't seen Avengers Endgame yet. So today, my mom is going to watch the baby for the 3 hours of the movie, and so we are going on our first date.
Emma is almost 8 weeks.
She'll be 8 weeks Wednesday.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, she'll be 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, she's so big.
Yeah.
She slept in her own bed last night.
So a lot of firsts.
Yeah, she did really great, and we got a lot better sleep, so it ended up perfect. So, we're just making changes and doing big moves. So Cody and I went to see the Avengers, and we really enjoyed it. We had a good time. My mom kept the baby for us, and she said that she did great. She had a bottle and took it down great, so she's just growing and getting big. Before I talk to you guys about our beach trip and my beach suggestions for you, I wanted to talk a little bit about postpartum anxiety or postpartum depression. I don't feel like I struggle with postpartum anxiety or postpartum depression, but of course I do also feel like in the moment sometimes you don't see it yourself. Some of my friends, I feel like personally I felt like they did struggle with those things, but they didn't feel that way. So I think it's just a point of view thing. I do feel like for a little while I struggled with postpartum anxiety. It's this weird thing that at first I didn't realize that's what it was, but it was that. You'd be like walking down the stairs, and all of a sudden all these scenarios would be going through your mind of dropping the baby or something like that. The baby sleeping through the night or crying too much would give you anxiety, and so I feel like I did struggle a little bit with postpartum anxiety. To anyone who's not sure if they struggle with postpartum anxiety or depression, I would just suggest that you ask someone close to you, because a lot of times they can see something that you don't see. And if you do feel like you struggle with postpartum anxiety or depression, definitely get some help. My personal suggestion, if you talk to your doctor about it, talk to whoever you need to about it, of course, but I struggled with anxiety whenever I was younger, and so it's something that I kind of was a little bit prepared for. I have some Bible verses that I memorized that talk about worry and talk about do not be anxious about anything, and focusing your thoughts on what's above. And so just as a Christian and a believer, I quote those verses anytime that I feel any anxiety, and taking every thought captive. And so talk to people about it, definitely, and talk to other moms about it who might have struggled with the same thing. I think that that's definitely helpful. Another suggestion that I would just make if you're struggling with anxiety is to go do what you're having anxiety about. If you're having anxiety about taking a trip for 10 hours in the car with your newborn, just do it. It's crazy. I did have anxiety about going to Florida, and I'm glad that I went. Just battle through that anxiety and just do it. We had anxiety last night, both Cody and I, about leaving the baby in her own crib, and we did it, and it was fine. If you want to take a beach trip, I've got some little tips and tricks that we've learned from our 2 beach trips, so I want to share those with you guys. So one of the must-haves that I definitely will say for a beach trip, or even a trip out to the lake, is this really cool Fisher-Price tent that my friend Michaela let us borrow. We are going to buy one because you just have to have it. You carry it by this handle, which is kind of awkward whenever you're walking down to the beach, but it folds up just like this, so it's really nice to take in the car. You have to pull these 2 till they click, and then you push this red button, and it pops down just like that. And then, I'll show you the inside here. They lay in it, and you can pull this part up and down, and it just keeps them out of the sand and out of the wind, and it's really nice. So I read pretty much everything on Pinterest about taking a baby to the beach. And one of the suggestions was taking a water bottle, a little spray bottle with fresh, clean water in it to spray to get the sand off of you. Well, don't do that because it just doesn't really work. But our friends who were at the beach with us, who you saw in my last vlog, they had baby powder, and oh my gosh, it's magical. You have sand all over you, of course, and you just put a little bit of baby powder wherever you've got sand, and it just dusts right off, literally like magic. So you have to take baby powder 100%. One other thing that Pinterest said was to take a little battery operated fan. And if you're going to a beach like we went to in Florida, you don't need one because the breeze is so good. So I am definitely going to use the fan in the future, especially whenever we go to First Monday this weekend. I'm going to clip it on the stroller, but I wouldn't take that to the beach. It was nice though when we were sitting on the porch and just hanging out. So if you want to take a battery operated fan, you can get one for like 10 bucks at Walmart. I also got this sunscreen at Walmart, and it's Baby Ganix SPF 50 plus sunscreen spray, but it sprays like a lotion type thing that you have to rub in, and I only put it on her legs because I had these other swimsuits that I want to show you. So I got this swimsuit off of Amazon. It's UPF 50 plus. It zips in the front. And the sleeves were a little long. It is a 6-month, and Emma's only 8 weeks. Well, she was 6 and 7 when we went, so the sizing's a little off. But it wasn't very expensive. I couldn't find one that was a full suit with the legs and everything, so I did put sunscreen on her legs. And then whenever we went to Target, I found this Cat and Jack, and it was also UPF 50 plus, and it had these cute little flamingo bottoms. And this was a lot easier. The 2-piece was a lot easier to change your diaper. With the 1-piece, I had to like pull it over to the side and slide her leg out. So it was a little crazy. You might have heard her little grunts and groans in the background a minute ago. But Emma decided she needed to join us for this vlog. The other thing that I wanted to share with you guys was this hat that I got off of Amazon. It's an iPlay hat, and it's also UPF 50. They have them at Bath and Body, or I'm sorry, I do that all the time, Bed Bath and Beyond. But I didn't check to see how much they were because I had already gotten mine off of Amazon, and who can turn down 2-day shipping? We don't normally get anything at Bed Bath and Beyond. We just go there to look and then order it off Amazon because it's always cheaper there. So those are just the things that I wanted to share with you guys. There's not too much craziness whenever you take a baby to the beach because they just go with the flow. They just do whatever. I would definitely say have a spot for them. Our friends who had kids who could walk, they had a shower curtain that they took, and they dug a hole in the sand, and they went and got water from the ocean and came and brought it up. So it was like a little pool right there by our chairs for their little girl who is old enough to venture into the ocean but not on her own. So that was really fun. Emma did sit in that one day. It was really cold to her, but she loves the water, so once she gets a little bit bigger, I think she's gonna have a blast. So I would say if they're little, I'd get the Fisher-Price little beach tent, and then if they're a little older, take a shower curtain for them to have their own place to swim or splash, really. I would say definitely baby powder. Always need sunscreen. That Baby Ganix just worked good for us. 2-piece swimsuit if you can, and then a hat for sure because you just need that. Target also has hats, but there wasn't one that would have fit Emma. So that's just what I would say. I would also say don't forget wipes because you're going to have a couple dirty diapers that you're probably going to have to change on the beach. And a towel, we just laid out a towel and laid her on it and changed her diaper. Also, don't forget extra diapers and a speaker for the beach to play music and just fun stuff. I was also nursing, so I took my nursing cover with me just because we had a great time at the beach and we cannot wait to go back, especially whenever Emma gets a little bit older and can go and play, and we can teach her all sorts of fun things and do fun things with her. So we're glad though to start adventuring so soon, and we hope to take you guys with us on a couple more adventures. If there's anything that you guys have any thoughts for me on beach tips or vacation tips or traveling with a newborn, then definitely comment below, and always like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.